Hey everyone, it's Fitz with your daily delivery. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm still in the press room. I did the power talk yesterday from in here, and it's well lit. It's a good setup. I'm only annoying one fellow reporter, so and Ryan Gilbert, but nobody really cares about Ryan Gilbert. They don't even over here. Uh, Look, I shared everything about what little I knew about practice and the preparations leading up to this, and of course, all the videos of the player interviews with Austin Romaine and Dylan Edwards and Coach Kleiman. Those are up. Great content in that. Check it out. But not a lot of football talk. A lot about everything going on, and so I try to do some of that in the power talk. But today, this is kind of more personal because I've made a big deal about coming home. And with my cancer and my diagnosis, I never thought it would happen. So I'm blessed. And Coach Kleiman brought that up, how needed it is for a lot of the members of the media to be able to be part of this. And it truly is a blessing. But something shocking happened on this trip about my heritage, and I need to discuss it. But not before I remind you to subscribe to this YouTube channel. We're having a great special at GoPowercat. Get over there. If you go look at the front page of GoPowercat right now, we're doing really neat stuff. And that's going to be what we're doing all season, covering this team. Ryan Gilbert's taken over as managing editor and really embraced some cool content. So check that out. Make sure you're subscribing to GoPowercat, 50% off. Go take care of that. And this video is sponsored by coldest.com. You need one of those for the tailgates. I'm dead serious. They're fantastic. And again, nobody needs to know what you're drinking. Onward. I found out being named Timothy George Fitzgerald isn't quite as Irish as I thought it was. It is very Irish. See, the context of being in Europe for most Americans is just, Europeans can't grasp how large the United States is. And Yanks can't grasp how old Europe is. I mean, we're talking about stuff that happened so far before the founding of America, the discovery by us of America. We know people were there. Buildings are old. And one of the things, part of the Irish heritage is the Viking invasion that happened throughout. I really enjoyed the show that was about that, Vikings. It kind of covers that quite a bit. And the Viking invasion included France. And Normandy was their land. It was named for the Normans that came from up north, the Northerners. And eventually they left there to invade Ireland. My name isn't Gaelic. Fitzgerald is not Gaelic. It came with the Viking, the descendants who settled in France and then invaded other lands. But it's so woven into the culture here. Why would one not think it's Gaelic and has always been here? But Fitz means son of, so somewhere along there was a son of Gerald that passed the name down, and it is all over the place here. A bar in the airport is named Fitzgerald's. There's bars, there's hotels, and it's really interesting. Our cab driver, we were so blessed by our cab driver that picked us up. I still can't explain how he got four people's bags, luggage, reporters carrying gear into the boot of a Chinese-made electric car, but he did. And Patrick was absolutely amazing. That's right. My father's name's Patrick. And so he asked me what my name is. And I said, I'm Timothy George Fitzgerald. And he goes, oh, no, not another one. But it is good to be, and literally it feels home. People, I think I said this the other day, the people are of Midwestern values and accents are the only really different thing. And, other things, little pieces of language, but the Irish people are absolutely amazing, completely amazing. And think about weaving into your culture an invasion by Vikings, which is now not thought of as some distant, ugly thing that happened, but part of who they are. So many are descendant of that. And as I found out, I am. This is an amazing opportunity for Kansas State football, setting aside me. We know the status of this program. We know the history of this program. We know how close Kansas State has been to winning a national title twice and not gotten close enough. I don't know if that has changed with the current state of college athletics, but I think the brand of football that'll be played out there will be very American football. And I think the winner of this game, if they play well, is set up nationally to get a reception that most Big 12 teams, not Texas or Oklahoma, have gotten from the media, particularly in this day and age of college football, when so much is concentrated on two conferences. And some fools believe that's the only place good college football is played. Saturday, hopefully, we'll change some minds.